Hey everyone, we're about to cook a few dishes to take over to my aunt's house. We're gonna have Sunday dinner. So right now I am balling my turkey legs and I'm gonna add some baby lima beans to them. And then we're gonna take it over to my aunt's house. And just to show you what's going on here. Okay, so we'll show you what's going on there real soon. Here we go. Turkey legs are boiling real good. We're gonna close that back up. And then in the oven, we have a little bit of the baked chicken. We're gonna bake some chicken also to take over there to add another meat to the mix. And while we're waiting on that, my husband is actually frying some chicken back and some fried skin. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and finish that up, and then we're gonna head over once everything is done. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, I'm gonna go outside and check on the dogs. Hold with me. Okay, right now I'm gonna go check on the pups and check on Lucky and Little Bit. Hey, Little Bit. Hey, sweetie. And there's Lucky there. As you can see, they're both Chihuahuas. And they're the proud parents of my 4 beautiful puppies. And let me go ahead and take you over to meet them. Give me 1 second. So right now, if you look in there, we have Layla, we have Nala, we have Blue, and we have, what did we say we were gonna name the other one? Oh, Taz. Okay. So Layla, Lala, and Blue. And they are very hungry. They're about to eat. So the action you see with them, I'm going to zoom back out. The action you see with them, they know when Pawpaw comes out, it's time to eat. So they're getting really excited about eating. Okay, Pawpaw's about to go in and grab their bowls and get them situated. And then we'll return shortly. Okay, so right now they are eating the leftovers from yesterday that Little Bit and Lucky decided, oh, they're too good to eat. And they're just taking that down each one at a time. But their food will be out shortly. And I promise you, they will eat that as well as eating their food alone. So we're just gonna wait and see what's next. So meanwhile, while we're waiting for Papa to come out the house, we're going to show you some of the things we were doing in the yard. So right here, we had 2 trees. These are actually, I think, pear trees, I want to say. But when we brought them home, they were in good spirits. But Lucky and Little Bit got 2 of them, so we weren't able to save one. But actually, they bit the top of this tree. It was the same size as this. They bit the top, but as you can see, if you look here, it's still alive and it still have roots growing out of it. So we're gonna keep it. We're gonna end up chopping off the top, and then we're gonna actually put some of the gardener's glue on it to keep it from getting it infested and to keep it protected from insects and things of that nature. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move down. Like I said, we got both of those at the same time. And although they look a little wilted, don't worry about them. They will grow and they will sprout back out. Now I'm gonna take you over here to the peach tree. And I am surprised because this year, if you look closely, I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit. There are peaches galore that are growing on this thing. I mean, they're growing, and I am so excited because last year when we first got it, we really didn't have many peaches, but this year they are growing profusely. We have peaches everywhere. So you can see the peaches, and this is a definite plus to me because I love peaches, and then I love for my family to come over and actually pick some peaches. So I'm watching out for everything. Looks like something got that one. But the rest of them are doing fairly well. So we're gonna move on down. And if we move down, I'm just gonna show you all the buds that are out. So I'm gonna zoom back out and just show you. We have buds galore. I mean, this one, by the time it gets done, will be full of peaches. Every branch is full of buds. Peaches galore everywhere. So we definitely are looking forward to seeing as many peaches as we can, from the top all the way down to the bottom and around. I mean, there's buds and peaches everywhere. So I'm thinking this one is going to be fully bloomed with peaches. So that's the second peach tree. Now I'm gonna take you to the third peach tree. It's smaller, you know, but it's starting out. And this one here is gonna be full of peaches. Let me tell you what type it is though. Now this one here is a Peach Belle of Georgia. This is considered a Peach Belle of Georgia. That's one thing I didn't tell you, is the type of peaches that we had. This one is the Peach Belle of Georgia. And let me go back over here so I can tell you which kind this one is. Some of our peaches we get from just like Lowe's and things of that nature, or Home Depot. And this one here is the Red Harvest. And I understand now why they call it the Red Haven peach. Because, I mean, it is full of nothing but peaches and buds. So I'm waiting for these buds to turn into peaches and the peaches to get big. But I do plan on coming back and actually showing you the end results of all these peach trees. Now we're going to move on over. We have two plum trees, one here and one here. Now I know that this one I think have started to make plums, but let me try to find, okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to find a couple of plums on there. They're really small right now, so bear with me. They're gonna get bigger, but because the leaves are green and the plums are green right now, it's kind of hard to find some. So I'm gonna try to go right here and give you a close-up. Let's see if we can get a close-up. There we go. So here's a close-up right here, if I can get it into camera. Let me put my hand behind it so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So there's a plum right here. And there's a couple of more on the tree right now, but it's hard to see because both the plums and the tree is green. Oh, there's another one up there, but there's more on the tree than what I'm showing you. It's just hard to see them right now because the leaves and the plums are both green. But I will tell you what type of this is. Now this is considered a Southern Living Downtown Harvest plum tree. I think it's like a Santa Rosa or something of that nature. But let's look real quick and see what we have here. Give me a second. Okay, this is a Rosa Southern Living tree, plum tree. All right, then we're gonna go to the next plum tree. And this one here is a, I think, Methalate plum. And this one here has a couple of flowers still on it, but there's actually also plums on it. They're really small. And I guess they seem to bloom and take a little later, but you know, I expect not to really get real big plums and a lot of plums until about maybe a couple of years in the ground. But if you can look here where my hand is, I can show you one of the plums. It's hard to see because they're both green. See, if you can look right up in here. Give me a second. I'll try to get this plum shown to you. Okay, here we go. Here's the plum. Try not to knock it down. Plum right there. And there's some more, but they're so tiny, it's hard to really see them. They're so tiny, it's hard to really see them. Anyway, but there's a couple on here as well. And we're just waiting for them to bloom more. They're deep in the root and everything, but it's hard to see because they're so green, just like the leaves. Now, back here right outside the gate, you know, this is all our property, but back here outside the gate, we have 3 flower beds that we were truly trying to decide what we want to do with them. So if you have any suggestions, please do comment or give us some suggestions of what we could probably put in these. I want to do some vegetables or some more stuff, but I know because they're outside the gate that we do have deers that come in the yard and a lot of different things at night. So we want to be very careful about what we plant in these flower beds. They're decent sized flower beds. They just need to have probably some cover, some shade, and something like that. And then this is the third one here. We're going to eventually decide. I know we have a tree and a couple of little small trees on the outside that were probably fruit trees. These are some that were left by the last owners of the property, but we're gonna make it together. Now let me take you over here to our apple tree. Now, our apple tree, and it's got a couple of blooms on it right now, but we don't expect to really see apples until it's about, I don't know, 10 feet. But we don't really expect to see anything until later on in the fall or something like that, because as you know, apples don't come out right away. But this particular apple tree, let's go back to this one. This particular apple tree, let me get the name of it for you. This is I don't know if you say Gala or Gala, but whichever one you prefer to say. This is the Gala apple, and it's a real sweet apple. So those of you that love Gala apples will probably love this tree. Now, if you have any suggestions as to, things I could do to better the tree, please do ask, or please do tell. Now, this one, I'm thinking this is my green apple tree, but as you can see, it is full of blooms, and it's surprising. Now, I'm not sure if a green apple tree blooms earlier than the Gala apple, but I know that this particular one is full of blooms. It's blooms everywhere. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, all of these blooms, do they bloom early? Looks like there are going to be plenty of apples in here, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to preserve it so we'll have beautiful apples. So we'll go back, and this is my third, I think this is a pear. No, this is my third apple tree, not a pear tree. Forgive me. And this one is the Pink Lady apple tree. It's called a Pink Lady apple tree. And as you can see, even with the Pink Lady, it has already started to bloom. We have plenty of blooms on there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up a little bit. No, turn it back down. But there's plenty of blooms on there. So I'm expecting probably a few apples on this one as well. So what I've done, because I've noticed, not on these particular trees, but more so on the peach tree, that we have a few things like Japanese beetles and things to tend with. So we're gonna get the Japanese beetle traps for them and see if we can control the pests. I know some people say you can use neem oil, so we'll be using the neem oil as well. And then we'll be going for that. Oh, they're back. We're back at the babies. And as you can see, they're digging in graciously. Right here, they have the leftovers. And then they also have another mixture. And what we do is we ground it up. Then we add some stuff. Oh, you can hear them growling. They already got the growl going. Oh, wow. Where sometimes they get a little competitive about who's going to eat and who's not. And as you can see, they're different sizes. This one here is like the little run of the family, but she's growing, and she and the other one, she's growing as well. But we have one big lady, and we have one big blue. So Blue and also Taz are growing. Taz is the boy, Blue is the little girl, but she's the big girl of the four of them, and Blue is the big boy of the four of them. But even the little ones need to eat as well. So we try to give them a fair opportunity to eat and make sure they have plenty soft and dry foods to eat, and keep the water bowl filled so they can have plenty of water to drink. Oh, excuse me, I hit my head. Wow. So as we come back out, you'll see Lucky. I guess he has already looked at his food, eating what he wants to eat. He's very picky. So he eats what he wants to eat, and then he comes and he lays out. Whereas Little Bit, she eats what she's going to eat out of hers, and then she goes to Lucky and say, hey, what you got over there? What do you have over there? I'm going to eat what you have over there as well. Look at Little Bit. You see her down there? She sees mommy, so she's coming up to me. Hey, come here. Come here, y'all, and give me a cameo. Oh, those my babies. Oh, here's my babies. Hey, Lucky. Hey, Little Bit. So anyway, as I was stating, I have to go back in and wash my hands and stuff because I got things to do in the kitchen. But as I was stating, Lucky has a bowl as well as Little Bit. Little Bit will eat her bowl, and then she will run back and look at what Lucky has. And then that will be the end of that. So bear with me. I'm going to stop for a minute, and then I'm going to go up and start checking on my food, wash my hands, and get prepared to check on my food. All right, see you soon. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. My hands have been cleaned thoroughly. Now I'm gonna check on my smoked turkey necks, and they are cooking just lovely. I'm gonna give them a quick stir though, because I like to make sure that the seasoning is getting all the way through the turkey neck. And bear with me, like I said, this is my first video on this, so I want to make sure that it is a good video. But you know, my camera's moving. There's no one back behind me holding the camera, so I'm trying to do it all. I'm pretty sure it'll get better as I go along. So everything is moving smooth. I might need to put some more water so we can keep them boiling real good, because the next comes the baby limas that's going to go into them. And just so you know, I prepared some hot water over here just so I could add it so the ball doesn't slow down or anything. So I'm adding a little bit more water. It's already hot. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stir, keep the seasoning and the flavoring in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the lid back on. And then we're gonna go from there. Now, if you look over there, we love spices. So we use a lot of spices in our different foods. I mean, all types, but I'm always looking for new spices to use. So if you have some spices that you like, then definitely let us know and comment below. Now, we're gonna go ahead and show you the fried chicken backs, and this is the leftovers of the chicken that we're baking and the fried skin that my husband made. And you know, he just made a little something, a little snack for us to have while we're waiting on the food to get done. And then we'll probably eat a little piece of this before we starve to death, and then we'll head over, once the food is done, over to my aunt's house, and we'll go ahead and add our food with hers and my other cousin that's coming. And then we'll have a family dinner. So I'll see you when I get over there. So you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back, and I have a couple of pieces of chicken skin and a couple of pieces of chicken back. It's just a small version of the back that comes off the actual chicken thigh. But I want you to hear how crunchy this chicken skin is. Hold on. Now this is really crunchy, and it's actually really good because it's crunchy. But sometimes I love the chicken skin because it's so crispy and crunchy, and with the seasoning that we placed on it, it's quite delicious. So I'm gonna just have another bite. Now that's some really good chicken. That's some really good chicken skin. So I'm just showing y'all something that we do as a result when we're waiting to have the big meal and we haven't eaten. We like to go and get some little things and put together just so we can have a little something on the side. But I'll be back soon once I put my beans on, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, my plate is a little empty. I don't eat all the meat off the backs because I'm not a big meat eater, but I love the flavor and everything of it. So I'm gonna turn it to my husband now and see what he thinks about his fried chicken backs and skin. So honey, what do you think about the fried chicken backs and skin?
It's really good.
Oh, is it?
And I eat all the meat on mine.
What would you say about the flavor of them?
No, the flavor's really good. I mean, I can say it almost reminds me of mama.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. So I like that. My husband, so he's enjoying the chicken backs and stuff. And while we're waiting on the rest of the stuff, we'll just chill. We'll probably watch a little bit of TV and go from there. So we'll see you when it's time to finish up the beans and things. All right. Okay, guys, welcome back. Now I've added my beans, and I have actually deboned the turkey legs. And you know, this is something I got from Smoking and Grilling with 8B about deboning. I normally don't debone, but I realized when I looked at his greens and actually looked at the meat, how it was inside the greens, I realized, you know what? That's something I might try. So now my turkey necks and, I'm sorry, I said turkey necks. My turkey legs have been deboned. I put in my baby limas And as you can see, it's plentiful with baby lima beans. So once I get this back to a ball and then start to simmer, I'll let this cook down until it's just the right consistency. And then we'll be ready. So I'll see you guys when this is ready. Okay. All right, now my husband is gonna check on the chicken. You know, he does his quick check to ensure that the chicken is doing well and that it is cooking really well, to see if he needs to add anything else. He's gonna place it on top of the oven for a minute. So how do you think this will turn out, babe?
It's gonna turn out real good.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go ahead and check out the chicken. Oh, wow. It is spicy. It looks really good. And as you can see, this is the chicken that we're gonna take over. It's nice and smooth. You can see the onions and the seasoning and everything. And we're gonna pour it over the chicken. Make sure it stays tender and juicy. Yes, now that's what I'm calling some good baked chicken. Looks really good. All right, and once he finishes garnishing it with the juices and everything, he'll place it back in the oven to cook a little longer and stuff, and also to brown a little bit. And then we should be done with this. And we will be taking the entire pan over to my auntie's, and we will go ahead and have our beans and our baked chicken. And then we'll head over. So just tune in with us and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at our baby lima beans and smoked turkey necks and see how they're doing. They should be just about right. Oh yeah. They look really, really good. This is exactly how I like them. Exactly how I want them. And this right here, like he said, like Smoking says, you see that roux? Oh yeah, seasoned to perfection. Plenty of meat in every bite. And all you have to do is come on and enjoy. So we're gonna get this right here closed up. We're gonna go ahead and take it off the heat, let it finish simmering, and then we're gonna transport it with us to my auntie's house. So stay with me. Okay, people, we've made it. We made it here. We're here with my family, a few of them anyway. My auntie, my uncle, my cousins, my sister, and the rest of the family. So we're gonna get ready to show you guys what a splendid meal we've prepared. So hold on. Before I do that, let me introduce you to the family. There's Keisha over there. Keisha, say hey.
Hey.
All right. There's my auntie Mama. That's Aunt Sarah. And that's my Uncle Alton. That's my Aunt Betty back here. Aunt Betty, say hey.
Hello.
All right. And we'll go back there to my sister, Marianne. Mary, say hey.
Hello.
Yeah, that's the cook of all cooks. This woman can burn. And when I say burn, and that one back there, Aunt Sarah, when I tell you she can burn, she can burn. So right now, we got a little bit of macaroni. As you can see, Sister Marianne's making her plate. She got it hooked up. We have some turkey wings. We have the butter beans, you know, that we made. Some biscuits. Then if we come over here, Marianne made some cabbage. And then we have some rice in this pan. And then we have the chicken that we talked about. And when I tell you a plate that's gonna look good in the finish, there you have it. Now that's a plate worth looking at. Okay, people, I've gotten my plate. I've fixed my plate. But I gotta fix my husband's as well. But I just wanted to show you what's going on with the others as they go along. Auntie Betty, she's starting her food. Uncle Alton, he hasn't started yet, but he probably want him a little drink before he gets started.
Know it.
What you got to say about that, Unc?
It's right there beside me.
Oh, okay, it's right there beside him. And then Auntie Mama, she over there, and she's eating so well. Everything is good. You can tell it's good when
It's good. It's good.
Because Auntie love to talk now. When it's good, she stopped talking and began eating. And as you can see, she cleaned those bones. That meat is the truth. What you say, Aunt?
Chief number one.
That's right, Go ahead now.
They can hunt down the latest trends.
You gonna watch Cause he take that one little shot before he eats his meal?
Quality,
Go ahead,
We the chief.
All right.
3 in a row.
Show that sign there so they know who you talking about.
professionals who travel far and wide to hustle.
So Uncle's saying he's the chief, 3 in a row. All right, take it to the head now.
To the 4.
All right. Okay, we got hubby's place fixed. We got some rice and cabbage, and some baby lima beans with smoked turkey necks. We got biscuits, and we got some macaroni and cheese. We got some baked chicken, and underneath that we have a little bit of baked turkey.